It's time to get right down to it. Reptilians are real. Reptilian hybrids are real. Reptilians are nothing to play with. Reptilian hybrids are nothing to play with. How do I know all this? Because I have experienced them personally. Now, no, I have not experienced a full reptilian being, like looking just like a reptilian, a bipedal reptilian being that some people say that they've encountered in national parks and stuff like that. I have not encountered that type of being, but I have encountered the reptilian hybrids and possibly reptilians that could be using liquid crystal technology to shapeshift, or however they shapeshift. For all we know, the half human, half reptilians who are the reptilian hybrids can also shapeshift as well. I don't know all the details, but I know enough to where I can talk about this pretty thoroughly. And so, with that said, it's a certain thing that you have to do to get their attention, and then they start to target you. Like if you expose a certain thing, or you reveal a certain thing, or you try to make a certain thing known on like Facebook or YouTube, whatever, um, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, whatever, then you could end up on the chopping block. You can end up being targeted by these beings. And when they target you for the sole purpose of driving you crazy with certain tactics that they use that will psychologically and neurologically wreck you. These beings are powerful neurologically. They are very intelligent and they have capabilities, these reptilian hybrids. And of course, the full-blooded, straight up reptilian beings that are in the national parks are powerful. But I'm talking about the hybrids and the ones that are disguised as humans right now. I'm sure the ones that are in national parks can disguise themselves as humans as well, but for the most part, I believe they're just trying to just be reptilian in the wild. But these reptilian hybrids, the ones that you think are human beings around you, but really aren't, they are nothing to play with. And like I said, you have to do a certain thing, expose a certain thing. And if you draw too much attention with trying to expose a certain thing using social media, then you could become severely targeted by these beings. They will play with you neurologically and psychologically. They will get deep into the depths of your mind and mentally ravish and rape you, dude. I'm being straight up with you. As someone who has been targeted by reptilians for years, reptilian hybrids, whatever you want to call them, these beings have targeted me just for the simple fact that I myself have exposed certain things using social media and whatnot. So I'm speaking from the perspective of what I've experienced and also what I continue to experience nowadays. So, with this said, this ain't nothing to play with. And if you happen to have these experiences of people acting strange all of a sudden and doing weird stuff, and you don't know why, and you see people's behavior has changed, you may be being targeted by reptilians. It's not a joke, it's nothing to play with. This is real. And there are others, I believe, out there that have experienced being targeted by these beings. I've seen their stories on YouTube and online, but there's only a few of them, like a handful at most. And that's because it's hard to recognize this for what it is. You may think in the beginning, oh, it's just a bunch of people messing with me. Oh, it's just these random idiots or whatever. No, it's deeper than that. These beings are everywhere. They're all around you. They run the world. They're disguised as human. And they will mentally fuck you if you get out of line. Now, if you're strong enough in the mind, you can just give them the middle finger and keep it moving. But these beings are powerful, and they can get you to do things that you probably wouldn't really want to do. They can keep irritating you and bothering you and digging at you. That's how they get certain people to become mass shooters. These beings are behind that. Ultimately, it'll come down to how strong your will is. If your will is strong and you are determined to never give up and to keep it moving and to be successful no matter what, then these beings won't be able to just ruin you so easily. But you can't give up.